So here I've got some arena games versus Dilly. I've only played him in 3 power-ups and Vortex, so they're the only ones I can record. But here he's going upgrades, knockout sorted. The standard annoying loadout. He's going to go for a first sorted here. And I'll just Spike Storm this because I know his sorted's coming. He gets 0 lives. And now I just try and farm. I wanted to force a little bit of defense. And we've got a 2-0 beamer. He obviously has to get sword wounds off if he wants eco. So I'm going to sacrifice my farms in order to not let that happen. The main reason I'm recording and posting it now is because I can make a parody of his recent title. And I already have a good thumbnail thanks to Dilly himself. I go Super Eco Boost and not Dual Eco Boost. Probably not the play, but it's guaranteed eco and leaves me ahead of him for the most part. I double sport so he can't knock out. And then second plantation, end of round 8's okay. I don't farm here just because of knockout. And he sent... No, he did send 3 sets, I thought he sent 4. Never mind, he did send 4. And then some region zebras just to get lives. And that does nothing. Now I just force a turbo from him. And I'm happy with my farms. And I just boost this, no point spamming defense. I can defend and all out whatever he sends. So I'll go for around 16 bank, just because he has no way of beating me whatever I do. He offensive pushes here, so I'm going to just damage boost. Then fan club the secondary mob. And here is a secondary mob. So I'll sell my plantation, sell a jug, and then I'm fine. And I rebuy it because he knocks out 40 lives, but I'm still fine. He's only got 4 adjustments, so I'm in quite a good position. He's going to send me a BFB here, and I will just fan club it. He has no knockouts, so I'll just sell some jugs. Fan club, damage boost, and then I'm okay. I damage boost because I don't have the max fan club and I got it up very late. I maybe didn't need to do that, but... And he just sends some zebras here. Last ditch, you're out. And then he just gives up here. And that's game 1. Again, game 2 is powers, like I said beforehand. Most of Dilly's games seem to be 3 power-ups. And he's going with the dartling anti-stall, which hits me quite hard here. And he actually power lock jam packs me here, I believe. And it forces me to sell a farm because I panic. I should have just went for a lightning. And then I would have kept my 1-0 farm and been fine. So poor play from me. But he can't do anything now, and he has Used one of his 2 jam packs, which is nice for me. So now he can't really do anything because my 1/1 Wiz will deal with most of the regens, just because they're both hitting from the start and I won't be getting it up late. I don't bother doing the dual eco boost trick because it seems to work if you use it around 3, 6 and 9 now. And so I'll place an ace before round 13. And I'm expecting him all out here. He doesn't send one, so I think I farm. And yeah, he sends a bit of a rush here. I was going to go for an ODS, and I end up not going for it. So I don't know why I sold that farm. And then I'll go for an ODS round 15. Lightning first, just to give me a bit more time. And I'm just messing about with the targeting. I'm not really trying to get it to bath. And he's going to allow me at some point, probably round 18. There's no point round 20 because I can afford the GC by then. I think if I sell anything I can afford a GC now anyway. But his all heart's going to be a quite big one, so he'll be still sending balloons after I GC. So I opt for wizards. And yeah, as I defended, he just dies to AI. Here's some Vortex game. Obviously, a fairly late game laid out. We weren't sure when was best to rush, so it went quite late, as you'll be able to see. Well, hopefully not, because I'll edit out the time at the end of this, but it's still going to go very late. He's got a slightly higher eco than me, but I'm saving up for round 8, or round 6 even. And that's just to force a second blade shield or maybe a glue storm. And he does a glue storm, we're not going to need it, really. And he goes for his sub now. I'm going for double attack here. And then I'll eco a little bit before getting up my reactor. There we go. There's no point in allowing round 11 because of glue storm, as it does 4 layers. I think even that's if it's a quick shot, so I'll do more than 4 layers to regular balloons. I just try and get a ceramic by here. Didn't need to, but I thought I'd give it a try. I'm slightly out ecoing here. I don't know why he's building up so much defense for Mabs. You don't need that much. So yeah, I'm just spaced ecoing and sitting with 2 airbursts. I'll get more for BFBs if he sends. And he does. So I get a 3rd, just in case he does send one. And then I'll just get a 4th and maelstrom it 3 times. And I'm fine. And yeah, I defend. I keep up the maelstrom, it's poorly placed, but it'll help with AI ceramics. And now I just utilise my eco lead. I will send him a BFB at some point. I want to mix it with AI just so he has the potential to check to AI ceramics. And here I'm hoping he doesn't pay attention to round 22 ceramics. But he maelstroms from here. And he boosts. Doesn't really matter, we're not going to use all 4 beasts. And we can't rush prior to round 32. Just because of reactor. I'm just checking if I'm recording here. And I am. So he gets up a spec now. I'm just going to keep my maelstrom on ODS. I will eventually get a Spectre, but I don't need it prior to around 32. And I don't really need it around 32 either. With a reactor you don't really need to ODS toggle here. So I'm just going to let it do its thing. Now we have AI Moabs. I've got a 300 eco lead because he went for the Spectre. And I'm going to stop at 3000. Maelstrom once, and the ODS came up. And now I'm just saving up and working out when I can rush. Thinking around 34, around 35. And he goes for a second Spectre here. Spectre spam's not a play when you're in speed, because you can't afford it. Now I'm just messing about with the ODS toggle. So no rush from Dilly, or me, but... So here he's spamming aces. So his plan is to boost and then just try and micro as many of them as he can. I'm just saving up to rush. As long as I don't die to AI when I rush, I'm fine. Here I'm going to GZ the BFBs once they pop. Just so I don't die. And he leaked a few lives there, because he GC'd an 8. And he's just spamming ODSs. But as you can see I have almost 60k. And I'll start rushing here. I don't think extra slow has any effect on ability damage, but I'm going to use it anyway. And he tries to use his sub abilities to pop all his OMGs here. And then he'll try and ground zero all the BFBs. As you can see, he's microing fairly slow. But it looks like he might defend here. And he just doesn't first strike those OMGs anymore. He GCs them once and then gives up. And then he will die here. And thank you for watching. See you.